going on, man? This is your host with the most, Mr. Bro Rogan, and we are back at the Why Not podcast, man. And we're sitting here with a special guest right now. And before I even get into the guest, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, man. Like, you niggas ain't commenting enough on my shit, man. You niggas be talking a lot of shit to me, but you not even commenting anymore. All that shit after the fucking 4 extra interview, and y'all can't hear the audio. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at _Why Not Pod. And if you're interested in being a guest on the show, remember to DM us at _Why Not Pod. But to the
What's up? Niggas don't comment. He had to start the interview with that. Niggas do. I had that same problem. Comment.
Well,
Niggas
support your boy.
They'll DM you and say that's funny. Nigga, go comment and say laugh out loud.
Do you understand how many DMs I get with niggas telling me keep it going?
Keep going.
Bro.
You got some. You want to support me in my DM? Yeah. Support me publicly, nigga.
So, like my nigga said, you want to support me? Support me in my DM because that helps.
That part.
That helps for the algorithm. It helps for my videos to be sent out. Now, the guy you hear that's helping and talking and rooting for us, because this is my guy.
All right, what's
up with Juice, man, the comic. Let's go.
Thanks for having me. What's up with it? Thanks for having me. Happy to be here. God is good. What's up?
Well, I'm happy.
You feel the energy?
This is a new way of me, like, using the mic because I got to get new arm stands.
Okay.
My girl keeps constantly telling me that this is blocking my face. She can't see me from this angle, so it's kind of weird. So if I'm moving a little bit,
okay, no worries.
So come on, man, let's get it to you, man. Let's get right into it, bro. Juice, how you doing, man?
I'm blessed. I saw another day.
Okay, and for the people that don't know, I want to go ahead and introduce you to my fans.
Okay.
Or just someone that may not even be a fan. It's probably some random person that just checked in and want to check us out, and they're like, who the fuck is the host and who the fuck is the guest? So the host is Bro Rogan. The guest, explain yourself. You're a Los Angeles guy?
Born and raised, lived in every city. Started in Compton, lived in Compton, Watts, San Pedro, Gardena, Hawthorne, Lawndale, San Pete. We'd be here all day, and I'll name all the cities I lived in.
Now, these are cities that you
lived in multiple times, some of them.
Okay, you like Papa, like Rolling Stone.
Yeah. Oh. You know how you're back in school when you used to play musical chairs and everybody should sit down. That's how I was doing with these different cities in LA moving.
Okay, and which, if you could claim one city as yours?
Compton. That's where my grandma's still at to this day.
Compton. Yeah. Shout out to Compton.
Yeah.
I had an uncle that lived in Compton. I'm an LA guy too. I say this all the time. I'm gonna say it every episode, but I'm an LA guy. And you know what's crazy? Out of all my addresses that I've had, probably 3 as a kid, 4 as an adult. I've never had an address that wasn't. That wasn't Los Angeles. Like, it was always somewhere in Los Angeles.
See, I consider that a blessing.
Even like the outskirts, like I never, like even now, I told you I live in beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's adjacent to that city, so it's still Los Angeles because the city doesn't start until 3 blocks later.
Facts.
But I'm an LA kid that's always had an LA address. Now you say you claim Compton.
Yeah, but I was just about to say I got to add in Compton / Hawthorne / Lawndale too, because I don't want no beef.
No.
But those are top 3 out of all, just because like that's when I got really build up my name and people really I started moving around and people starting to fill out my energy and seeing I was funny, and from there I kind of tapped in and started doing more entrepreneur stuff from there.
Yeah, and that's really what it's about, because like it's not even about where you from, it's about where you made your name.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, nigga, I actually was born in Watts.
Yeah.
I was born in Killer King.
You feel me? I was technically born in Gardena. I was born at I was born when they say people die at Gardena Memorial. So you feel me? Ooh. I was born there. Like,
people die there?
Yeah, that's like one of the worst. They say that's one of not the best hospitals to get born at. It's always people like having issues with being
Because the only thing I've ever
majority with women, like women having like going through seizure and stuff. Like a lot of
get the fuck out of
here.
Wow.
A lot of people told me as my 35 years on this earth, I've been telling out people where I originally was born. They passed that to me. Like, oh, word, you went there.
That's crazy, because people during my generation, whenever you said you was born in King Hospital, Like it used. I don't know if it still have the moniker of Killer King.
Killer King.
That's
See,
really what it was
see,
called.
Gardena now took that. That's crazy that you just said that. I promise you, Gardena is a new Killer King.
Wow. Well, the reason
That's hilarious.
King
It's
was
not
called,
hilarious, but it is hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Like in
It's
a dark way.
Yeah,
On
somebody,
the dark web.
somebody who watching this got some power. Go do something.
Yeah.
Help.
But no, let me tell you, it was called Killer King because, like, I'm an '80s baby.
Okay.
So like,
Same.
in the '80s, gangbanging was so strong. It had such a hold where that's where a lot of guys was sent during drive-bys or shit like that. So there was a lot of people who came into that hospital to execute what they didn't finish on the street. So
Wow, that's how they got their
niggas
name?
was getting shot in the hospital.
Oh yeah, see that's different from Gardena.
yeah.
People was
No,
going
it-
into the hospital
dying.
healthy.
Oh,
no,
no.
healthy. Going in dying. It's a whole different thing.
no,
Like
different.
you're walking in dancing, you're coming out not alive. It's a whole different type
Yeah, that-
killer memorial type.
Damn. Well, hey, shout out to the hospital.
Don't worry,
out here
when I get
taking
some
care of
bread, I'm gonna do something. I gotta help. We gotta
You
do
know what we
something.
should do? We should tear that motherfucker down. I'm a contractor at trade. Like,
Uh-oh.
I tear that motherfucker down.
Listen.
But so, back to you. Fuck them hospitals. So, Compton, your
Yeah.
grandparents,
Yep.
are they Los Angeles grandparents? You
Nah,
tell
they-
me you got non-Southern grandparents?
No, they from down south. I'm from Alabama. They moved. My grandpa moved us all out here. Well, not all of us. Well, my mom and all their brothers, my aunties and uncles. Out
Yeah,
here.
we basically got the same story because my grandparents moved here from Louisiana and with all my aunties and uncles and my mother.
Yeah.
And then me and all my cousins were born here. So, yeah, man. So, okay.
We got similar. It's crazy. Like even now, I'm 35, and I'm really now just really sharing my story. Because at the time when you're going through life, you don't see it as I'm a comedian now, so now I gotta reflect a lot and talk about stuff and things that I went through. But now just as a adult, I see stuff so much different.
It's
Because
crazy.
I mean, like even me, I never gangbang, and now as I told you, I lived in every city in LA. How the hell could I?
Well, listen.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna
that's
tell you
a
like
blessing now, though.
Because in LA, you don't even have to actually get put on a set. I never physically got put on a set.
Okay.
But I'm guilty by association.
But that's
because I don't
exactly.
Like I told my girl when I first met her, and she was inquiring about gangbanging, and I told her, and it was the God's honest truth, all my friends are either drug dealers or gang members. That's before I met her.
Yeah,
And,
that's real.
That's before I met her. So, but it was real shit because it was like, who else would I know?
Yeah.
Like my neighbors.
You know the Hoopers too, though. You knew us. Come on, don't do that. You knew us. Don't do that. Let me add that in. The Hoopers is watching.
Can I tell you about the Hoopers?
You had to knew the Hoop. You wasn't. Yeah, tell us what's up.
Not at all.
For real? That.
I wasn't fucking with the Hoop niggas, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me. Like, what's that? I feel offended for the Hoopers. I was a Hoop.
I'm about to offend the Hoopers right now with what I'm gonna say.
Let's go. Talk
The
to me.
Hoopers was weirdos to us when I was young.
Yeah.
Cause first of all, they was tall, awkward niggas.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about like the tall, awkward niggas, and like Hoop was life for the Hoopers here.
Yeah.
You know how this
Hoop.
was life.
Yeah, Hoop
That
just
wasn't
stopped
my
being
life.
like man.
You know, these niggas like, what y'all niggas doing this weekend? Oh man, we running the tournament or
In fact, we on the road.
That,
We got games.
AAU shit.
AAU.
Like
we going to the sand dunes, running.
Yeah, I wasn't doing none of that. Like I was in these streets.
Yeah.
So like when I say weirdo, I don't mean like weirdo. Like
Weirdo, I know-
like a
yeah.
nigga with a blonde fucking mohawk.
Like
I'm
a
just
corn, you
saying,
don't mean like cornball weirdo.
No,
you mean
not corny.
Not
no.
corn. That's what I'm
Shout
saying.
out to Baron
You-
Davis.
yeah.
You know,
All right, baby, we
shout
good.
out to Russ. Shout
He
out
not saying-
to LA.
Let
Hooper.
me clean up for all my hoop.
Josh Ship,
Let me clean
Joe
up for my
Ship,
hoop community because you know
Brandon
these my folks.
Granville. Like come on.
He just saying he not talking about us. He more so saying like what he's saying is like we was the niggas that like we hooping and they about to go rob somebody like let them niggas go. Them niggas is going to hoop. You feel me? I got you, bro.
We at the Beverly
you, bro.
Center, Mac.
You feel me?
shit.
Got them
I'm
niggas.
at Venice
Listen,
Beach,
let me
Mac
give
and
another
shit.
example.
Go
So I'm
ahead.
a real LA nigga. So I'm representing all of us.
Go ahead.
He talking about like when we all about to go, we talk about going to the sand dunes and go running this shit. Them niggas at the beach on the hose.
That's
You feel me? Them niggas.
100% what I mean.
He talking about like y'all niggas want to smoke? Nah, nigga, you know we got basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all he's saying. We get it, you know.
So when Coach
Yeah,
Katani at Fairfax High got niggas running up steps,
Oh, these niggas is weird. I
we
ain't running
walking
out.
around the track looking at y'all niggas like y'all niggas is crazy with a bottle and a blunt.
Got
so
it,
like
got
when
it,
I
got
say,
it.
so I
Respect.
really wasn't fucking with.
Yeah.
Plus play baseball and football.
Yeah, I get it now.
So
can I give it to you the reverse too though? As hoop niggas though, we really wasn't fucking with you game banging niggas like that. Right? We'll fuck with y'all and laugh with y'all niggas, and y'all niggas was funny like we was, and y'all got girls too, but we like, but you niggas is dumb. And then after like 5 years, no offense, after 5 years, you niggas is like all fighting each other. We like, my nigga, we gonna be going to college, niggas. So we respect it. We like, you niggas is better than that.
And so it's crazy that you said that because
respect, but we all fuck with each other.
We all fuck with each other, but we didn't.
But we didn't, 100%. That's where LA is. Oh God.
That's LA. We fuck with each other, but we didn't.
Like, bro,
because like
y'all,
the house parties that the bitches from
we all be at the same parties.
St. Bernard's, we all there.
We all at the same parties on
the
God.
Pool parties in Ladera.
Can I jump in? Can I cut you off? Look, we also at the parties of Hoopers. We at the parties on Main and 104th too. You feel me?
We in the parties.
We in it too.
I knew them niggas from Bourbon.
We in the jungles too. We moving around with y'all, but we know you niggas is staying out to 2 o'clock at 11:30. We going out. We out, bro. We going to somewhere on the other side of town playing this safe. We want to make it to our game.
Another thing.
Another
reason why.
That's how you survive LA.
Another reason why street niggas didn't fuck with like hoopers and shit like that. We actually protected them niggas because like the hoopers that wanted to be in the streets, we always looked at it like, nah, nigga, you got something better going. Like,
nah, if them niggas was weak, y'all did it, bro.
No,
come on.
No, when I say hooper. Hey, a hooper to me, not just a nigga.
I'm just talking shit.
I want you to check.
You stand out.
Real standout hoopers.
Oh, hoop.
I'm gonna shout out Baron Davis one more time because we was real cool with his cousin Chicken.
See,
Chicken is his first cousin. As a matter of fact, Baron Davis and Chicken moms are twins.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, Chicken hanging out.
Yeah.
Baron not allowed, even though Baron a real street nigga. But
everybody
knew Baron. Hey, nah, nigga. Get out of here.
That's how it's supposed to be, though. But
so
that's how it's supposed to be. That's why I was fucking with you, because when I'm from, though, like, all over, but they do that regardless.
Yeah,
but when you really one of them ones, they overly do it. They overly make. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you're not coming with us.
But I remember one. I was like, man, bro, let him go, bro. He don't never get in. Come on, bro, go.
Yeah. So okay, let's just get right to it. You're a hooper.
Ex-hooper, now stand-up comedian.
Okay. Now, when you hoop, was you just one of those? Because
I'll hoop. Go ahead. I'll hoop.
Let me give you a little background of my athletics, and I want you to go ahead.
Go for it. Respect.
So, I grew up in a household with a bunch of cousins.
Got it.
Like I said, I'm an '80s baby, but a '90s raised me.
You an early '80s baby, right?
I am early 80s.
Early. I'm a late '80s baby. I'm '80s baby too.
No,
yeah. Okay.
80s, so by the time the '90s hit, like I'm already managed. Yeah. Like I'm claiming I'm fucking when I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
So, but you gotta understand, I had cousins in the household with me. And my brother's sick, my only brother I had, rest in peace, was 6 years older than me.
Sorry for my condolences.
Oh, that's all good. But thank you. And all his cousins, which is my cousins, they were all born around each other, same age. So everybody's 6 years older than me. Also, you gotta remember how LA used to be. There was 30 niggas on each street.
Man,
you know
what?
So my street was like that. So
I be driving around today looking, where niggas at now?
Where niggas at now?
And I thought I'm the only one. I wrote a joke about that the other day. I'm like, where niggas is at, bro?
Where niggas at? I don't know.
And I be doing Uber, DoorDash. I do all the apps. I be out. I be looking. Like, where niggas is at?
I don't know.
They hiding on the ground now. Niggas is smart.
You know what it is? Them niggas is inside.
Yeah, for real.
It's a lot of shit to do on the inside.
Yeah.
But you got to think, when we were kids, we had Nintendo.
Yeah.
We had TV. Now these niggas have an unlimited.
Shit
they have everything right here, nigga.
Yeah.
I can shop right here. I can Mac right here. I can sell shit right here.
Yeah.
So these niggas don't even have to come outside. In order for us to get that bread back then, nigga, we had to be outside. You wanted a bag, we had to be outside.
That's a fact. You
wanted
can make money from
you
the
have
crib
to meet
now.
a bitch outside. These niggas do everything from the inside.
Slide right
so
in
that's
the
why you don't see these niggas. These niggas on the inside. But back to my early athletics. I grew up playing baseball. Still to this day, baseball is my love.
Right.
I probably have 4 Dodger tattoos. That's how much I love baseball.
You really,
like,
that's a lot.
I really fuck with baseball.
Nah, clearly,
like,
if you got 4 tattoos, bro,
I watch it.
Clearly,
on
bro.
My face but I watch it.
After the first one, it was real, bro. When you went 3 more, we get it. You
got another one right here.
Die hard.
But plus, I love my city.
Yeah.
So it's not just Dodgers with me. It's Lakers. It's Kings. It's everything.
Okay.
Well, no. Let me not say that.
Clippers too?
Let me look at the camera when I say this.
Which one?
Let me fix my shit first before I say it.
Which one?
So y'all niggas know how serious I am. The Clippers don't count. The Clippers don't count. So whenever someone mention the Clippers, I'm gonna let y'all niggas know them niggas never have, never will count. They don't. They are a facade. Me, I think the Clippers should be the fucking San Diego Clippers or Oakland Clippers. Get them the fuck out of here.
Hilarious.
Because I'm from an era when them niggas was having so much problems selling tickets. If you spent a certain amount of money at the grocery store, the lady at the register would give away tickets. Oh, you spent $100 at Boys Market. Here's Clipper tickets. You know what me and my cousins and homies used to do? Hell no, you keep that. Nobody fuck with that shit. And then it became a thing to fuck with the Clippers because you got these weird niggas, and I mean weird, and weird, who don't like the...
That's different from the weird he was talking about with us.
No, that's different from the weird. Because I feel like this, any nigga that's from here, that's against the Lakers, you doing that shit just to be a... Like, I got a homie.
I don't like the Lakers.
You don't.
I don't.
I understand why.
I wasn't about to bite my tongue. I don't like the Lakers.
Of course not. You better not bite your tongue.
I don't like the Lakers, so let's talk about it.
Yeah, but you probably have a reason why. And we're going to get to that reason.
What you mean?
Because of your friend. But I'm going to tell you like this. And I'm going to tell you from a nigga from the
I'm
80s.
coming with the smoke.
No, come on. Keep it going. I'm going to tell you like this.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to tell you why. And don't take this the wrong way.
I won't.
Not liking the Lakers to me is like the weirdest shit ever if you're from here. Because look, like I said, I'm an 80s guy. You got Magic. So I'm being raised on Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Right? How can you not like Magic, right?
Okay.
These niggas, he's taking us to championships. Ain't that what this city about? Championships, right? So while they're winning championships and it's your city, it's like you are born into this shit. It's like being born on Crenshaw and Slauson. You born into that shit whether you want to or not. Or being born in the Nickerson Gardens, whether you want it or not. So if
depending on the time though, you're born matters though, because you could be born.
I'm talking about my era. So if you're born into the Magic Johnson era, how can you not be a Laker fan? There was nothing else. Because I'm one of those guys, I'm really serious about sports. And for me, whenever I have friends that rooted for cities
I can
that they're
understand
not from, bro, I hate that shit.
I can understand for your era, but I mean for
fuck that.
for other
Not
people's
just my
eras,
era.
Swiss Parker, that was somebody wrote. Like, I understand.
No.
that.
I'm not just talking.
I'm
Okay,
just saying.
let's get it.
There, you feel me? There. What was the dude with the long hair? So I could come on, bro.
No, okay.
It's eras where it makes sense. It was a time when the Lakers sucked. Do you think they wanted? It was.
See, that's the problem.
That's another thing. So I'm just saying. You gotta understand.
I'm a real sports fan.
You are early '80s. They was very, very, very good.
But don't forget
that matters.
That matters. No. Because Magic after 1991, when we lost to the Chicago Bulls,
that matters. That's all I'm saying.
We hadn't had a good year for 7-8 years. During that time, you had the Michael Jordan era.
They were still competitive.
No, not at all. We didn't make the playoffs not once until 1998. So, not really. So that's 7 years without the playoffs. But I'm gonna tell you, that's another thing that pissed me off. I'm a real LA guy. So when I say I'm a real LA nigga, like there's no other, and I'm a sports fan. So there's no other sports team if it's not a LA sports team. So like when I have friends in high school,
right.
when the Bulls were doing 2-3 peats, that rooted for Chicago, that shit destroyed me on the inside. And I hated niggas because I'm like, nigga, you ain't never even been to Chicago. How the fuck you gonna root for a city you never been? So I take city and sports serious.
I see.
Now, back to
we went on a 38-minute rant about how city.
No, I'm not done. It's gonna be 47 by the time I'm done, nigga.
Bringing it back here and let you know that.
No.
You better like the Lakers if you from the city.
No, I'm not better like. I'm just telling you what you are if you don't. So back to the Clippers. And I don't even know if you're a Clipper fan. So it's not even shot at you. I'm just as at everybody else. But if it's you, then you involved in this too.
Respect.
But Clippers, who the fuck and when the fuck could you ever? And I know the reason why Clipper fans exist. Cause it's niggas out here that just want to be the opposite of what everyone else like. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Some niggas not into Jay-Z. Some niggas not. So like, if you like a certain thing, some people like, nah, just naturally, I don't like it.
But they weird though.
100%.
I'm about to roll up, man.
100%. Cause explain to me how a nigga from LA
I'm about to roll up.
how are you not a Laker fan?
I'm not a Laker fan.
Explain that to me.
I'll get into that as we get into the other stuff. We haven't even really did my introduction, finished it, or talked about my basketball career, which was very, very
That's why we're talking
good.
about what we're talking about.
Which is very, very good.
Let's go into your
people
basketball.
Watching, y'all know we Louisiana High School, Bud Carson Middle School, AAU, LA. Who I played with? Hoop Session. I played at Hoop Masters. Who else I played with in AAU? I played with Hoop Session. What else? Played at Southwest College.
Drew League?
Played in the Drew. I played 3 years in the Drew.
So you know Dino?
Yeah.
You know Dino?
Yeah, played 3 years in the Drew. I knew everybody in the Drew. Like I said, I'm born and raised in LA. Like I'm really LA. So I used to sell socks. Shout out to my I hope you're doing well. Shout out to Walt. Spot Up. I have to sell Spot Up socks and Spot Up apparel outside at all the Dino events, all the in Watts, all events that was in basketball.
Washington Park.
I used to be up there, 35 and older. Like I used to be at all that, selling socks. That was my hustle. If I sold anything, I got to keep it. Shout out to Walt. That's what everybody should get their merch. Everybody should get all their basketball apparel and from Walt back.
Of course, I know Walt.
Yeah, from
I really know Dino. Like he actually before we moved to the west side, like I said, I was born on
his family, all them.
But we lived on Mary in 87th Street, and he actually he had a crush on my mother. My mother was murdered when I was 2 by a drunk driver. But Dino knew my whole family, so like he used to like always like come to the park when I was a kid.
Show love, because
he knew them little niggas who mama died, who I used to like. But
hilarious, not hilarious, but hilarious.
So
that's
don't think we're not giving you your intro, nigga. But I'm just one of those
Dino,
dudes.
shout out to Dino too. That's fam.
So whenever I say something, I have to explain to the people that don't understand why I said it. I'm just one of those guys.
Respect.
I'm not gonna just say some shit. So I'm gonna let you know why I said it. So that's why that whole Laker rant, which I'm not done with, went so long. But you're gonna still give your intro. So that we started with basketball, and that's why I went to the Laker rant.
Yeah.
And we're gonna continue with that. So back to you.
Dino, one more thing. Dino, the reason I don't know, I started a basketball league, had it for 7 years. So and the Drew League and Dino and me being so close to them and helping. I used to clean the floor. I used to take out the trash. I used to make the Kool-Aid. Me being so close to that inspired me to actually start my own basketball league. So when I finished playing basketball, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna just be a comedian. I'm gonna be a comedian, a boss. I'm gonna create my own. I'm gonna have a business. I'm gonna have a production company.
Get into that.
So that's how that all got started. That's how, So
yeah,
it get deep.
Introduction. No, it's gonna keep going.
It get deep.
Let's talk about your introduction to balling. Yeah. So, when did you become a hooper?
I started playing basketball at 6.
Really?
And I was at that time. Like I said, I started my city world tour. I was in Gardena.
Okay.
And so I didn't like playing basketball. I didn't like playing. I just played football at first, but I went on a growing spurt. So at 5, that's all everybody in the apartments was to go to Alondra Park and just play football. Yeah. That's what we used to do. I live right there off at 166 in Figueroa. So we used to just walk to Alondra Park right there. I'm really LA. When I get out of these cities, y'all know I'm really about this. Y'all all was my neighbors at some point.
Right, come on now.
So going over there, at 6, so I grabbed my growing spurt, and when I like playing football, but then once I had my growing spurt, I used to get hit a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't like getting hit. So one day I got hit the wrong way at 6, and I just walked to you know how Alondra Park, you just walk to the other side. 100%. So I walked to the other side, started playing basketball, and I was cool every 6. Yeah, I loved it because I always was a dog. People that know me already know how I hoop, how I play defense. So I just took that football same mentality over to basketball, and I saw, these niggas a little softer. I
can take advantage of these niggas. These tall weird niggas.
I got cracking. Look, got cracking after that. From there, I just started playing. I wasn't really good. But I worked hard. I was one of them dudes that just every day.
You're like Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, exactly. Except, yeah. I used to be in the gym, wear the goggles, working in the gym, wake up.
Kurt Rambis.
Yeah, I used to go to school in my jump soles with my jump rope around. I got pictures on my Instagram, my jump rope around my neck. I was with it.
Ball is really life.
Yeah, so I was sorry, but I used to always be around people, and that's Russ. You know, everybody in my area that was real good. shout out to my homie Tone, Bigelow, all the homies that was just killing. Franklin session. Everybody that was just doing their thing. I was never scared to be around, guard them. That's how I got better.
Now, when you say Russ,
Yeah.
you mean the Russ?
Yeah, Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook. Okay. So now
Played together.
you grew up with Russ.
Yeah.
Basically played with him during middle school and high school. Is that right? Or,
Pretty much. So from like 6th, 7th grade all the way up to maybe like 3-4 years ago, I've been pretty much with him for most of the road. Everything step by step.
Got it.
Everything.
Were you with him?
MVP year, his great. I was greatest year ever. I feel like one for a professional player. I was
so
there.
during that whole averaging the triple double.
I was averaging sold out shows on that same year. We was both killing. We was both getting to it. We was getting triple doubles. He was killing on stage. That same night, I'll bring him to the shows, and all his teammates. Shout out to Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, the owners of the team. I brought out everybody with the Why Not Comedy Show. I created the name. Created all that. Yeah, all that. Made the whole marketing behind it. Created the game plan. Booked the comedians. Booked the DJ. Booked the venue. I was so strategic with the show. I was good with the owners and the team. So I used to be like, yo, soon I get same. They know they used to give me tickets when he was even in town. Okay. So I got so good with them after a while. Soon the schedule come out, they used to send it to me so I could know what day to book the show, so I could make sure everybody was in town. And that's how I used to get everybody to my shows. And that's to this day, that's one of my marketing strategies.
Search, Vodka, and all of it.
Yeah, I should work. This should work.
You said something during your little
rant.
No, I'm fucking with you.
You gonna call mine a rant now?
Yeah, you're the rant now too. No, I'm joking.
Are you good?
You know.
I can take you, but it's all love. Pause. Hey, we're gonna speak on that too. I don't really rock with that era where everything gotta be paused and everything gotta be no homo.
Someone said that to me.
That's just wild to me, bro. Like my kids ain't gonna be on that.
Well, we LA niggas. That's some Harlem shit.
Yeah, we gotta let that shit die. Like,
you know, yeah, it is. But like, and I'm not gonna even say checked, but I had Spider Loc on here.
Okay, talk about
weeks
okay,
ago, right?
Yeah,
and like, I really fuck with Cam and Mace. Them is my guys.
Yeah,
right? And they are so violent with the Paul shit.
It's
hilarious to me.
It's funny, but it's still. But when in real life, bro, come on, man.
Yeah, we don't do that shit because like we don't play like that here.
Yeah, but people that's not from here think we do, and that's why we don't. Like, bro.
You know, I'm one of the reasons why people who not from here think we fuck with it, because now it's in my head so often because I watch them so much.
Yeah, respect.
So like I do it to laugh at myself.
Yeah.
But I don't do it seriously because
respect.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't play with that.
I don't
shit.
likewise.
Like I'm not gonna be like, yo, like my nigga, I got your back, and be like, to me, I'm not saying it in any other way but other than who tripping.
Same.
I got your back.
I rock with that same type.
Niggas is so vile with
it do be funny though. It's hilarious. As a comedian, I'm a writer.
I don't fuck with that no Diddy shit.
Yeah, I feel like the whole shit. Like
we don't do that. That's not us.
Even that's why I ain't gonna lie. I made a couple of posts and I was fucking around with some people like trying to get a reaction. But I'm saying it because they know me. They know I don't be saying no homo, no pause, no Diddy. So I posted it being funny. But on the real, like, come on, we ain't on that, bro.
Never done that.
I ain't out. Even when I'm hooping, bro, come on, bro. Y'all know how we really doing it. That's just corny.
And there was a portion of the interview where he said some shit first. I think I was like, but, or do. And he made a comment about it because his kids, there's a funny song, I guess, that they listen to. And I said pause, and he's like, nah, we ain't doing that. And I was like, no. And he's like, nah, you know we'll do that. And he said it a little aggressively.
Yeah.
And me being a host of a show and like, I let it go. I'm like, you right.
Yeah.
But like afterwards, I'm like, as a matter of fact, nigga, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want. As a matter of fact, now, nigga, I'm gonna say it more. So like that now, that's why I said it. But like, you're not gonna hear me say that shit more than.
I just had, one of the things about me, I always in every room I've ever been in, I'm not perfect, but I always try to speak and walk in as me and do how I move.
You know what? I can only be me.
That's all I can be. So I gotta say something. That's what I do. I say stuff.
Right. You do it. You know? And that's why I never really got into acting. I have friends that was in drama and all that shit. I never really got into acting because, and this is gonna sound so fucking crazy, but like I was so, I hate to be like that.
Just say it.
I'm such a real nigga, I couldn't be another nigga.
hilarious.
So,
And I'm too much of a nigga to be that nigga, homie.
Much of this nigga
to be
to you to hand me a paper for me
I heard this
to be another nigga.
hilarious.
So like, no,
Give me his lines. I'll be that nigga.
I'm talking shit.
That's funny. I respect.
Shit. Back to you. I'm not gonna make this about me.
No, that's funny.
It's hilarious, right?
That is hilarious.
But it's dead ass.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Niggas offering me shit. Don't send me no more scripts, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Back to you. So Russ.
Yeah.
So now tell me about Russ. Because there's something you said when you mentioned Russ, and the mention you doing your show.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
And this is why I found you.
Okay, I'll tell you. So wait, because the way how you found me is because people don't know. I created, produced the Why Not comedy show, Why Not, and a Why Not comedy tour.
Speak on it.
And pretty much it came about because people don't. Me and Russ. Me and Russell grew up together, so I used to come out there every year and help him with his camps. So he had basketball camp, which is to this day is super dope because he actually be hands-on with his basketball camp.
Such a good dude.
He is. I ain't gonna lie. He's good. So he'll bring out his family, his friends. We'll work the camp. So it's super personal. We care about the camp. We interacting with the kids is dope. So me doing that and being a comedian, people used to be laughing. I was everybody crying, laughing. It's 400 kids. They parents going crazy. And I'm in my second year of comedy now, and I'm like, we at dinner and we just talk about how in Toaster it'd be boring and we don't have nothing to do. So I'm like, yo, Russ, we at breakfast. I'm like, let me produce a comedy show then, bro. We ain't doing nothing. Let's make it lit. Let me do something. He like, well, if you do all the work and it's legit and my name is worth being behind it, I'll let you do it. Say less. 3 weeks later, run that. Got the team, got the budget, got a logo, got to work, started promoting it, started networking, started making it a big deal. And the first time we did it in Oklahoma City at the Criterion. We brought out, we was trying to bring out 1,000. We brought out 400. But 400, like, you feel me? That's a
lot, nigga.
And you feel me? And in the first year, like, he didn't, like, cause I was still building trust, and that's why I always tell about Russ. Like, I respect that even though I was his friends, he didn't baby me. He didn't give me no handouts. He was like, even though you're a comedian, and even though you want to produce a show, you're going to have to know what you're doing to be good, cause my name attached, and I ain't gonna let my name, what I build, take advantage. You feel me? So I had to really be on it. I had to really have security. I had to really have my paperwork and trademarks. I had to learn all this stuff on the go. So what it did was it made me in the business side way further ahead than I was in comedy. In comedy, I'm 2 years, 3 years, but in business, I'm 12 years ahead. So I had to learn about agreements and contracts and booking people. Even with the show, when the first year we didn't do good. Because he didn't really want to push it.
No business. It takes at least 2 years before you start seeing.
Yeah, but not when it's a Russell Westbrook production show. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was supposed to get that bag that first year.
Like that.
I'm gonna be real.
Folks,
no,
listen.
In Oklahoma City, it ain't nothing to do. You got the superstar, the only biggest name in the city. Every time on a flyer, it sells out. Trust me. But the first year, he didn't want to be on the flyer, so we just said the Why Not comedy show.
Just sneak the nigga on the I'd have snuck the nigga. His face would have been on it. His name wouldn't have been on it. That nigga whole face would have been on it.
Every flyer go through him before we put it out. Everything goes. So his team got to approve it. He got Jordan team. He got the Oklahoma. I'm going through. I'm in the email. Exactly. I'm in the emails. I'm a new comedian seeing how business is done. Oh, I'm in emails with the owner. I'm in these emails like Juice. Right. That can't be spelled like that. You can't say nigga. You can't say that. You can't do this. Yeah. So right away in comedy, I'm getting all these things I can't do. I don't work like that. No. But in business, I'm learning because you gotta learn the game. Yeah,
because in business, like I said to you earlier, it takes a team.
Exactly.
You can't do shit without a team.
So I was growing, but so the first year, wrap it up short, the show didn't do that great because he didn't know. People came out and they knew I was involved and they knew he'll be there, but they didn't know like he was really. So after the show, he was like damn. So he was like, bro, next year, I'm like, bro, let me do it. Trust me. The following year we did it. He had me put his face on it. I was able to really show people. Yes, I started booking the venues and saying he was gonna be there. I started getting sponsors. I started saying what the sponsors was rocking, writing them big checks. We brought out 1,000 people. From there, we did it every year till we left. We just stopped when we did like 7 years after that. I started doing it twice a year. Then I started building my own brand and my own name in the city by doing charity work. I started using the money and the proceeds to help people in Oklahoma. I started using the money to help people in Tulsa. I used that money to fund my tour, my own tour, so one day I could stand on my own 2 feet like I am now as comedian Demetrius Juice Decent.
No, Juice.
Have a company.
Let me go ahead and give you that. Let me go ahead and give you that. Juice. Now, I gotta go back to.
Yeah, I want to do it real quick.
Yeah,
I'm
glad
question.
you did.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
You see, you're here at my studio.
Yeah, why not? This is
You
crazy.
got to take a tour, and I didn't get to explain how I got you in. Now, we have mutual friends. Shout out to I Am Joey.
That's
Shout
my
out
guy.
to Dirty Cops.
The director. Hey, yo, bro, put me in some more
Nigga.
stuff, bro.
Yeah. Put us both in
Look,
some
come on. Right, put us in the scene together.
Let me
bro.
be me in that shit, because I don't want to be another nigga.
You
dog.
see, he don't want to be. And let me be me too. Then I don't want to be another nigga.
No, but back to you. So Joey is my guy, you know.
Yeah.
And like I told you, I don't do half-ass shit.
Yeah.
So when I decided to do this podcast, I had to do it all the way right, because I fuck with a lot of professional people.
Yeah.
Like I told you, whether it be my actor friends, my
Yeah.
musicians, my beauticians, my electricians, everyone that I fuck with
Yeah.
is. So I didn't want to invite these people who I knew would help me blow this up if I was half-assing shit.
Of course.
So when I found my team, I said, I got to come up with another name, because my first name of my podcast was Los Angeles Times. So I took the Los Angeles Times newspaper font and just tagged the T after. So it was Los Angeles and Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So to me, I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. And I was like, yo, I already failed with that. I got to start something new. It's got to be something new. So
And not to cut you off.
No, don't worry about
You
it.
didn't fail. You learned from that.
it failed in my eyes because it just wasn't good enough.
But it allows you to
wasn't that
now
right.
be what you learned
Exactly.
from. But go ahead, yeah.
You're right.
That's important. We gotta
It's
stop doing
important.
that to
Yeah, we
ourselves.
gotta stop downing ourselves.
We
Nigga, I'm a
we
king,
work
nigga.
too hard.
The
Even
fuck?
we work too hard. We work too hard.
We working
We
hard
care
as
too
a-
much. Nah, go
We
ahead.
work hard as a
Now
motherfucker.
finish. Yes, sir.
So I came up. I said, nigga, I'm brainstorming. Why not?
Yeah.
I swear, this is on the one kid that I claim and love.
The
The
what?
other one's fuck him. No, I'm joking. This is on my one kid.
Go ahead.
This is on my mother name. I never heard of why not. Never. And I don't mean this in a bad way.
Yeah.
But when I came up with my why not, it was all organic.
Yeah.
It wasn't because I seen something. Like, I'm not one of those guys. I'm not gonna like try to
Yeah.
siphon off of someone.
Yeah.
So like, I came up with that name. It is such a hard name because you're a stand-up dude.
Yeah.
You came up with it too, and you felt the same thing I did. So when I came up with that name, I'm like, oh hell yeah! And then I hired an artist.
Yeah.
I said, I need a font. I need font.
Yeah.
So he sent me multiple different fonts. I said, one thing I only ask, it's got to be Dodger Blue.
Yeah.
Back to what I said about my Dodger
About
Blue.
your dog. You got 4 tattoos of baseballs. I want y'all to know. Y'all missed the beginning. You got 4.
My logo had to be Dodger Blue.
Right,
Because
right,
to me, there's no uniform. Back to my sports.
Yeah.
There's no uniform in any sports that's better than.
That's respect.
What's better than this?
Yeah.
There's nothing better.
I almost wore my hat like
There's
that, low key.
nothing
I almost low key wore
There's
my hat like that.
nothing
It's funny. I respect that.
I don't give a fuck about you Yankee niggas, you Mets niggas, you Giants niggas. There's nothing better than this Dodger blue
That's respect.
and that white. So that's all I told the artist. Just make sure it's there.
Okay.
So I trademarked the name. I bought merch. I bought a light. I bought everything. So after I got all of that shit, I'm sitting here in the studio one day, and I'm talking to my producer. Shout out to Hoffmaniac. That nigga said, you know, Russell Westbrook has a why not? Shut the fuck up, Hoff. No, he does not.
After you had all.
Get the fuck out of here. At this, I'm heavily invested. I'm
You deep. You got a whole situation.
30, 40 in this bitch.
Oh, you deep in there. You.
Jeez, 50 in this bitch. What the fuck you mean, Russell? Russell who? Russell Westbrook. You mean another nigga from the city who I highly respect, who I know making noise out here?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. He showed me.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of destroyed me.
Yeah.
I went from I was sitting like this for a week.
Yeah.
And as a man, I'm propped up. I said, hold on.
It's a way, it's a how. It's a will, it's a way. Yeah.
And I said, I tried
Tweak
to reach
some,
out.
organize
There was
some.
there was no response because at the time, nigga, we starting from scratch.
Yeah.
I don't have a celebrity backing. I'm starting from scratch. I'm doing this all by myself, nigga. So I'm starting from zero.
Yeah, respect.
Like, nobody is backing me. Not
Yeah.
none of the homies. Not none of the celebrities that I know. Nobody. Because I don't want that. I want to build it from myself.
Make it,
So when
as you should.
I'm reaching out to Russ and anyone that had whatnot, there's no response. So I said, fuck it, nigga, we're gonna keep it. I got the letter from the trademark services saying that nigga I own that name.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, this is mine. But then I started like looking at the why not shit, and I didn't. And then this is no knock from you guys, but during the time when I started my shit, I didn't see no traction. So I'm like, they're obviously not doing this anymore, or they don't give a fuck about it anymore. So I continue, and I'm going to continue.
Right.
I'm still Why Not Podcast, and I'm going to always be that. But then I saw that it was you, so I said I gotta have this guy on to give my story on how because I don't know. I'm not gonna down myself and say niggas don't know about me. Niggas know about me, whether you do or don't. There's niggas out here that know Why Not, because I've had heavyweights in here, so people hear about it. Even when I had Wack 100 on here a few weeks ago, when I finally got in contact with him, he said, "Man, people keep talking about this Why Not podcast, nigga. So I gotta come do your shit."
Right.
So I know some people know. Maybe the people I'm talking about right now don't. But I knew people knew. So I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna stick with my shit. So I just had to have you come in and explain how you started yours. And I also had to explain to you, mine had nothing to do with you.
Oh, don't worry. I mean,
You never thought that?
I personally, I mean, I'm not being completely honest with you. I'm not associated with it in that deep either.
Okay,
so
but this is something that you started.
Nah, I piggybacked off of it. So you know how, like as you said, you was innocent and you was doing what you was doing.
Yeah.
I piggybacked off of it. At the time, by the time I started doing shows, this is my friend. So this is years. This is when he's now 6, 7 years, 8 years into the NBA.
Now, is Why Not something that he created?
No, yeah, it was a group of us. Like it was a group, so it was just a saying. So it's more so of a saying, more of a. It's more so of a saying, more of a lifestyle. More so, it's not really a company per se. That's just more of a saying or something under his bigger companies. But it's not like it's his. Obviously, got trademark.
It's just
It's his trademark. His saying. It's just like a Nike just do it type thing. But you know, Nike. If people don't know, Nike ain't Nike. Nike got a real name behind Nike. If you know business, you know what I'm saying. So it's the same. And so for me, when he said it at the time, I don't think he originally came up with the name or the way we was pushing it or saying it at the time. It was someone in our group did, and obviously he's Russell, so he, the name makes sense. Like I'm rocking it as a group. That's what we rocking with. Get the chains, get the wristbands, Moving from there.
Chains.
Yeah, got the chains. I had all that. Some of mine got stolen.
Hey.
Whoever got my chain, bring it back. I want to clear it up. I didn't palm my chain. They still got stolen.
Jerry, give me that nigga address. Pull up on that
They didn't steal it. It was in the bag. They didn't take it.
Okay. You know, LA known for that. We be running niggas.
Nah, it was in the bag.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's a whole day. Not here. It was still will though.
Yeah,
but pretty much though, by the time we was going and doing his camps after a couple of years, I was doing comedy a couple of years. I already saw how big the name Why Not was. It was on Jordan stuff. It was people associated Russell with it. It was smart. So when I on my end as a producer, somebody who's his friend, he like, yo, I could do a show. Yeah, what you gonna name the show? I'm not gonna name it Juice That's dumb. You said I could do a show with you. I'm not gonna name it after you because you already told me, Russ. I can't put you on the flyer yet because.
But I'm gonna attach you.
I'm a business. I read books. I listen. I learn. I know.
48 laws of power.
I listen to that when I go to sleep. So what I did was I can't use your name or likeness right now, Russell. But we could definitely use your brand likeness. So I took the likeness of Why Not and made the Why Not comedy show. Made the Why Not tour, and then from there I built that up into shows and sold them out. And then I realized behind his name that I didn't need a big draw because I used to bring out big draws on my shows. Y'all go look on my Instagram, I am Juice Man. Go check. I used to bring out Gary Owens, Spank Harden from the Plastic Cup Boys, Sheezy. The list goes on. There's so many people popping.
I mean, you already dropped your head on the floor when you said Gary Owens. That's a heavy hitter right there.
I was going to name it more. I was one year we bought Gary Owens, being honest, because D-Ray was supposed to come, but last minute,
D-Ray. D-Ray cool.
Listen. All I'm gonna say, last minute, what happened was last minute we had a spike in ticket sales. So at that point, it was no. We didn't need nobody else. We already had the numbers. So I was like, I'm the one who's doing the show. I'm like, yo, we good. We just need somebody that's an extra boost to me. Gary Owens bet. Let's get it. That's why. So it was nothing bad advice. But cause again, that's what I realized of doing business. Depending on when you do the shows and who you do it with, it's gonna be a big deal or a big draw regardless.
Yeah. You
got the #1 person in the state that everybody loved that just was the MVP.
Was the state.
He was in Oklahoma City.
Sorry about that guy back there from Oklahoma.
And at that time they winning, you know what I'm saying? It just made sense. KD just left. He was hot. It just everything made sense. So that's what I did. I took the name. And then I also went through with some stuff because I could have got in trouble, but luckily I was his friend because I started making hats. I started making why not this. I'm really hustling, selling. And to the point he had to call me like, Juice, what's up? Like, bro, you taking my brand and you putting in those sweaters? Because again, I'm not knowing about business yet. I didn't know what, and he was really mad at me. I'm like, Russ, like I didn't know, bro. I'm like, bro, well, I added an extra zero. I added an extra question mark.
Yeah, I did.
Luckily, now I know that actually made my brand and his brand different.
100%.
I didn't know that then, but I'm like, bro, I wasn't trying to take it. I was trying to build from it.
Right.
And then obviously he didn't like sue me or nothing.
Right.
I'm his friend, so.
Thank you.
Thanks, you, bro.
I already had the question mark and exclamation.
Okay.
Part of mine. But when I went to trademark it, I wanted to trademark just the name, why not? And they were like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
That's like you trademark hello.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
So
you understand,
I said put the question mark and the exclamation.
I almost got, 1 year, because the shows start getting really big, and this is why now I'm 10 years in the comedy, right? But even as like I've been doing this for 10 years, like nonstop. Like before social media popped off, before the skit, I wasn't worried about doing skits. I was selling out shows, Russell Westbrook. I was getting to the bag early. So what it did was it taught me like how much. Like, I remember a sponsor just all they wanted was to have their logo on a flyer. They said that's a $20,000 check.
See, that's
Run it. I got 8 of those that month. Run it. Anybody so that's what I was doing the whole time. I had Chick-fil-A as a sponsor.
See?
I had Jordan as a sponsor before. I had Wingstop as a sponsor. I had car dealerships as sponsors, hotels. Anybody that wanted to be around Russell and his brand and liked what he was doing, I connected them and said, well, hey, you can't get him, but hello.
Well, come on, you get Juice. And you get Juice.
But hello. And if
that's just how it works in business.
And that's what it worked. And it wasn't nothing bad. And I wasn't being malicious. I was using my personality and my likeness and his likeness to get us more deals.
And not only that,
and I was bringing us deals too.
But like big companies like that, they look at it like this. Of course, we're gonna pay $20 to have our name on this flyer. But if we can get 100 of those 1,000 people to come into our restaurant tonight,
we doing them a favor too. We doing them a favor too.
So it works out for all of us.
Yeah.
But
we
have to get into this part of it.
Yin yang thing.
There was a falling out of the why not, because again, I had to get the
this is the dumb moment.
Yeah, because it just has to make sense.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm cool.
Because like I said, why not is me.
Yeah,
I'm why not. I like he could still be doing it. I don't give a fuck, but I just want people to know, like, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And you seem like that you were the heart behind it, from what I heard. Not just from what you're telling me, but from what the guys before you came on here told me. Like, the heart of why not was this guy, because he put it on everything. Like, I knew the merch shit. I knew the comedy shit.
It kind of made it. I could see how people make it.
You were you're the heart behind it.
And but the reason why it was, I'm a hustler, and also at the time in my group, you gotta understand, I'm the closest person to Russell Westbrook. That's like that's doing something in entertainment, that actually, when you sending me why not everything. I'm throwing it on. I'm pushing you my brother, bro. Yeah. You got why not, and you got me, Jordan. You sending me. I'm pushing your stuff, bro. You are my brand. So I am your sponsor.
Why
you
not
feel me?
They put it on Jordan stuff too?
So what happens is this.
How don't I know this?
So yeah, so what happens is this. So when you a big name like that, they take your brand and then they collaborate with other brands. Yeah. So that's what they
Fear of God and Nike.
Yeah,
and
so they do a Jordan. So they have Russell was sponsored by Jordan at the time. So Jordan, they make the wristbands. So they make the why not? I want some wristbands. Throw the why not wristbands. Then they got the shoes. He wants some shoes drop. Why not shoes? And then they had the sweaters. Then they had the hoodies. He had his own line of Jordan stuff. So as I'm wearing that,
said, why not?
Why not? Everything was his own line. It's just like CP had his own. Carmelo had his own little thing at a time. Yeah. If you go back to my own Instagram, so he's sending this to me, so I'm wearing it. But at the same time, I'm a hustler. As you sending me this, Russ, I appreciate you, bro. I love you putting me opportunities, but I'm not gonna just be a friend that's not taking advantage of this. I'm gonna wear this and keep selling out shows, keep getting booked, keep getting more deals, keep getting more sponsors, so I can send on my own 2 feet and help more of our people.
So basically, you didn't want to be Spliff Star.
What do you mean?
Any nigga that know. Well, Busta Rhymes.
No.
Has a little sidekick nigga.
No.
That don't do shit, but be Busta.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I can't give you that.
That's a great job. I'm not knocking.
If that's what you want to do.
He like, nigga, I'm just gonna ride with this Busta Bus.
If that's what you want to do.
You didn't want to be Spliff Star to Russell Simmons. Russell Westbrook.
I always been funny. I used to walk. I remember when I was to go to the games in the family room. I have all the celebrities crying, laughing. I'm being myself. So by the time I got into comedy, I already knew
I can do it.
I just made it out of Compton. I made it out of Watts. I made it out of Gardena. I made it out of San Pedro. I made it, nigga, being funny. I know I'm gifted. And now I'm next to Russell, and I'm going in these big rooms of people are seeing him and talking to me and coming up to me and laughing at me. I know I'm that nigga, because while I'm with that nigga, I'm still that nigga.
Go ahead now, nigga.
So why I'm gonna settle for anything less?
Fuck?
I'm gonna keep being that nigga and open up doors. So from there, that's what I was doing. So I just kept opening up doors, and it's crazy because we didn't ever fall up because we didn't fall off, or like, cause we ain't not fall off. That's my brother in life. He opened up doors and allowed me to see business on the highest level. We just not right now. I'm raising my kids and getting my business and finishing my journey on being one of the greatest comedians to ever walk this planet, and he finishing his journey of being one of the dopest basketball players to ever walk this planet.
So you're definitely gonna be there during his retirement ceremony.
If the invitation come out, yeah. If not, I'm supporting from home. You feel me? It's all love. It's no hate, no love.
Just this little 48 minutes of us conversating and the little 18 minutes of the Russell conversation. If you don't get an invite, nigga, we own him.
If not, it's still I don't want to push stuff like that. It's all love at the end of the day. It's all love at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, all love. Niggas better not be on no Hollywood shit, because we LA niggas, we don't do the Hollywood shit. Even if we born on Sunset. But no.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna show love in the dark, and I'm gonna show love in the light. So whether you show it in the light or you don't, it's all love for me. At the end of the day, God got me. You feel me? Right. So did you not just? I started my journey homeless in a motel. I was in special ed.
You know, you didn't talk about that.
I was in you feel me? This is my journey on my life. The reason I these jokes that I share with people and open up about, the reason I could go in these rooms and I could go in front of white people, Hispanic people, rich people, poor people, because I really went through this. I really survived. I really decided to still be a good person.
Now, Juice,
because of that, you know what I'm saying? Which one? Because I got.
I'm gonna tell you, and it's pertaining to what you just said. Yeah. You said this room reminds me of a special ed class.
Yeah.
You just said you was homeless and special. So that is really
real shit.
Real shit.
That
I feel it. I feel it.
That's why when I perform, that's why I perform from a real place.
And
real,
that's why I always, bro, I'm a big comedy fan.
Yeah. You gotta come out. I gotta come get the Why Not, man. I'd love to have y'all be a guest podcast live or something, or come and shoot or something, man.
You know what I would
collab on some shit.
I would honestly love for you to do, since you already had a Why Not brand. I would love for you to be kind of part of this Why Not brand, and like if you ever want to do comedy nights here, Because I've already had the idea to start doing like comedy corners here.
Okay, that's hilarious. I would love to do something. We collab with something, make
Start
something.
doing
Yeah,
that. And this is how business deals are made.
This is
spontaneous.
This is how relationships are built. More deeper than that's
The
what people.
business, yeah.
It's deeper.
It's got to be a relationship.
Yeah,
before
it's so.
business.
My man Steph Simon is in the building from Tulsa. This is not just about business. It's about.
Give it up for Tulsa, baby.
Ain't about. You know how many times I told you how much money I came in the game making money before I knew how to save it or knew what to do with it. I didn't.
And you know why?
But it's the relationship. And then also, just going into business, you just get overcharged for a cameraman, overcharged for. When I got in the game, everybody was raping me because I was so close to Russ. Everybody assumed I had it. You got it, bro. So I'm paying top dollar for my own comedian padres. And now, even to this day, I be looking at certain people a certain way because now that I know how much people worth, I be like, bro, you owe me money, bro.
Man, nigga, I should run up on
Bruh.
you.
Yeah, you lucky I bite my tongue and I let God take care of my battles.
Oh shit! Shout out to God.
Man, whoo. But yeah, that's real though. We learn as you go. That's what I was saying. It's all part of the stepping stone.
It's all part. It's all because everyone, no matter who you are, everyone has a story.
Everybody.
And every day we add pages to this story. So it's like this is a page to your story that's going to end up being a full chapter maybe one day. So like
a book, a movie, we doing all that independently. We shooting. I'm shooting independent films right now. We just went into a new layer of my comedy career. Like I told people, my first 10 years of comedy wasn't even about being funny. It was about surviving. It was about telling jokes so I could pay my bills. I was homeless.
That you were
with being friends with a super celebrity that made so much money. That's still his money. I made life decisions that put my life and put my situation in jeopardy, and I was struggling. So because of that, I was fighting for my life. So when I was moving and hanging out with Russ and being around him, I was fighting bad street life and doing illegal this and doing that. And I was like, man, just do this funny thing. Try that, man. I'm fighting that.
Well, let me tell you something, Juice. Honestly, you may have been around that rich guy and got to run through these mansions and jumping in these VIP parties. But you know what makes it better when you really get that big bag that you earn yourself? It's that struggle that you remember before you got it.
Oh,
so
day.
when you talk about you being homeless or you going through this,
35 years or
when you get that Russ money, which
it's coming.
Yeah,
not to that extent.
I didn't say if. I said when.
When now it's coming.
So when you get it, just like me,
all endorsements.
I'm going to get all that.
Give
money.
me all them. Hey, when we gonna collab on the endorsement deal, and we gonna both get paid. I'm all about my people eating.
We're not about to stop collabing.
Yeah.
This is gonna.
This
be
is
like,
what.
This is yearly. This is something like just like I'm gonna tell you, your man that's over there from Tulsa.
Yeah.
My guy was going to his festival. Shout out. What's your festival? I want to give it a shout out. Dreamland.
Dreamland Festival.
Go make sure you guys, whatever you need to do to make it to Dreamland Festival, because we trying to make that just as huge as possible. But my guy was going there, and he said, "Hey man, like, you want to advertise your company there? Of course, I'm supporting."
Yeah.
And this was last year. This is the first time I ever met that dude.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
That's love.
And within 30 minutes of him being here, I said, "Bro, we need to collab."
It's bigger because it's bigger. It's dope.
So like when I'm saying this to you, I'm not saying that like you don't understand. Like I get DMs all the time. There's a lot of people that want to come here.
Yeah.
And they just want to be a part of something.
Yeah.
And I don't answer everybody.
Yeah.
It's about energy for me and how I feel when I meet a person.
And we ain't. That's why I told you.
When
we meet me and people. That's why I love when people meet me and see. I'm really
meet the person.
I'm really who I really care. I don't just care about myself. I care about my people. I care about my people. I care about my other people. I care about the world. I'm trying to give everything I got. And I learned over my 35 years, everything I got is my testimony, my journey.
You know what I learned in my 40-something years?
Talk about it.
You can't do it by yourself.
Facts.
Like every nigga, you can't listen. You cannot do it by yourself.
You gotta be, but you gotta be willing not to accept that.
So whenever I meet guys
we
that's doing the same thing I'm doing, I feel I'm working.
Yeah.
So when I see niggas that's working, I'm like,
let me help you work.
Let me help you work. You
Same.
can help me work.
Speaking of that, that's why me and my boy, y'all already know we got an announcement coming. We got Tulsa. We collabing Tulsa, LA. We got something popping. We gonna let y'all know soon.
I can't wait to fly out.
Yeah. You ain't even gotta fly out. We got something popping in the city, God.
Well, you already know.
BET weekend. We putting something together. We gonna make the announcement soon.
Yes, sir. You already know.
by the end of this podcast, y'all gonna know what we got popping off. Y'all
Come
gonna
on,
know.
you already know why not's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be there fully supporting. Now, you said earlier, I don't know if we were on camera, but you said that you have your own comedy.
Yeah.
So I want you to go ahead and take this few minutes. I want you to promote everything that you got, everything that you're doing, because I want these people to come out and support you.
For love.
Talk about it. Let these motherfuckers know. Show what camera you need to
Yeah, like I said, I got a pretty much. I got people who don't know. I'm really out here been hooping. Like I said, I started a basketball league. I've been doing that. I started a nonprofit. When I first got into comedy, I was an ex-hooper. So when I got in the game, I didn't want to be a comedian out here just telling jokes for fries and chicken wings. I wanted to be a boss. So I created a business and a nonprofit. Learned that from Russ. Shout out to the team that showed me that. And from there, it was called Layups to Stand Up. Basically, layups to stand up. Ex-hooper, basketball, comedy, run it up. And from there, I got a production company. We shoot our own skits, our own films, our own short films. We book comedians. We do tours, we do camps, back to school events, all the whole 9 yards. So just go to Layups to Stand Up for that. And if you go to that page, it'll have all our stuff. You can find me on there on my social media. I am Juice Man. Just tap in. We just building, trying to not just talk about it, but be about it. 10 years in.
And make sure you guys all tap in with my guy, man.
Please,
because my guy really got some shit going on, man. Is there anything that we left off that we need to go ahead and address or talk about? Because, like I said, this is something I tell all my guests. I don't like to keep people here too long, and I don't want you here to tell your whole story because I don't. And this is a shot. I'm not being respectful anymore. But I don't want to be like the Vlad TVs. I don't want to be like the Cam Capones or like the No Jumpers where they have the same guests come on
and they blowing information. Yeah.
Because I still support those guys. I watch these guys. But Vlad TV will have Boosie come on and tell the same Boosie stories.
Yeah.
So when I have you come in, we got into the first half of your life. Second interview will be the second.
Yeah, we're getting more in depth.
So we'll get more in depth.
More in depth. Talk about some stuff. Really get deep.
Another thing I tell guys: don't let this first time be the last time. Let this be the one.
I'm a supporter. I was just like off air or on air. I want to make sure we get this on. I think it's weird for people who don't support people who trying to support them. Like that's weird. That's weird. You don't believe in yourself enough. That don't make sense. You don't. For me, if I'm on a podcast, it's dope because I'm on it and I'm gonna say some dope and I'm gonna give some gems and I'm gonna open up some doors and I'm gonna say something to somebody that's gonna help somebody else. So I'm gonna get it out as many people as possible. And I will want the person who interviewed me to know that's why they booked me because I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna want them to book it and take photos and give me pre-videos and give me pre-comment. So you care, so I know you care, so we both care. So we both get it out to our people so they care. That should be normal. If you're not doing business like that, you can't do business with me. I'm sorry.
That's what really fucked me up about this shit when I started it because I assumed I'm going to have these guys that have a following come in. They're going to see that I do it professionally. So they're going to want to support.
Right?
A lot of these niggas came in here and I haven't heard from them, which I don't reach out to them, but like I've never seen these niggas even mention.
Yeah.
And it's like, nigga.
And not even that you doing it for that, but that's just you. So
it's like, nigga.
Why would you do an interview and just like go about your day and never want nobody to hear you? Just do it to say I did an interview? No,
don't
that's
believe
weird.
This. Don't believe this. But you'll do it for them white boys.
Word. That's
you'll
weird.
Do it for them white boys.
That's weird. But you say you want to build for us. This how you build for us. You build for us by supporting us, by putting in the same. I was really upset, bro, and I'm glad it came up. I really was mad that I was late. I pride myself on being on time.
I'm glad.
Like I'm because that's so that you care.
Yes.
If you take the time to come here, you got kids, family, gas, gotta wear cologne. You got some nice smelling cologne on, by the way. Put that on, set up the lights. And I'm 30 minutes late. Like I don't like that, so I want to let you know that's not someone who carry that, or I don't work like that. I don't move that way. No, I had an incident, but people still care about what someone doing if you involved in it. So I do. So I'm sharing it. Send me the photos. Send me any way we could be involved.
Definitely.
The only thing I would want to add is just two things I want to say. Like I said, that. Only reason, like some people be asking, like, oh, well, since you were so close to Russell and the Why Not Foundation and why not this and why you ain't really around, it really ain't no particular reason why I'm not around. Just during the last couple of years, I'm dealing with anything else everybody else dealing with. My mom passed away, I had some different things that happened, and that kind of distances me. And from there, but there's no fights or fury or energy. It's all love from their camp. It's still one camp. It's still family. We all came from where we came from. We all helping and inspiring people all throughout our city.
Well, you know what they call that? Life.
You feel me?
Life happens.
Exactly.
Sometimes life doesn't allow you to just be
and
around.
that's okay. And
it's okay.
We all can't go everywhere. You feel me? I got friends that hit me up why I don't be responding, bro. I'm not on what you on, bro.
You know
I got somewhere to go. I got somewhere to be.
Exactly. You know what's the difference between, I noticed with male and females? I would love for you to try out my strain of weed.
Yeah, I am, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna smoke off air because I didn't want you to catch me on air rolling up the weed because I'm terrible with it. So off air.
So listen, check this out.
I'm a new smoker. I've been smoking for 2 years.
This is the difference between male and female. I notice women do this.
What?
Let's say you and I, let's say we have a relationship like you and Russ, right?
Yeah.
And we don't talk for a month. But the minute we talk, you know what we're gonna do?
What?
My nigga, what's up? And we're gonna back to the
all
last
love.
conversation.
It's all love.
Women, I noticed they be like,
Yeah.
I ain't talked to you in a week.
It's all
That's
love.
not how we work. Because we know life is in between this. So I know you and Russ may have had some falling out.
Bro, that's what brothers do. I argued with my brother yesterday. That's my brother. I go to war for him. I go to war for his mom. I go to war for any of them at any time, and I know they would for me.
And men understand that.
I ain't don't know, and that's
Men
why.
understand
That's you know, we really from LA. That's sucker shit. When you've been around people and they've been helping you and they stole on your and they've been a part of your success, and now for whatever reason y'all don't agree or you go their separate way or they finally tell you no, and now you can't accept it or you going on blogs talk. Nah, we don't move like that. We move with respect. That's what weirdos do. We don't move like that. That's family. Family look out for family. We don't tell secrets. We don't throw shade. We show love and we keep it moving. We trust God.
Exactly. And that's what really fucks me up about this internet shit. I'm just
getting
used to be an internet nigga.
Man, it's
Boy,
so
I
hard.
see niggas that I know that's real stand down gangsters.
I don't know how to be an internet comedian.
Crazy shit.
I know I could go viral. I got enough. I know people. I'm not doing it. I ain't doing no. I'm not putting down another man to get likes, to get some more ticket sales, to get. Nah, I'm gonna be funny, and I'm gonna do it with respect, and I'm gonna do it with kindness, and I'm gonna do it with some standards, like the big bros taught me, like the Nipseys taught me, like the Fran Hamptons, don't have me. We get deep, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of respect.
I'm glad
man.
you said that because
we gonna do it the right way. Bottom line.
Someone on who suggested that we create a beef.
See, like we don't do that. We ain't on that.
To me, it would have changed my company.
Yeah.
I would have went from who I am.
And
now,
I would have been on it. I couldn't come on that.
But
I couldn't stand on that.
Yeah.
You doing it the right way, and then you brought me on.
And I
just
keep
in case.
saying that I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
You doing it the
but
right way, bro.
Me won't allow me to do it because one thing I don't take for granted is real life outside of this internet shit.
That's that part, and that's real.
And like outside of this laptop, outside of these cameras, nigga, I'm really outside, my nigga.
Yeah,
I'm really on Chick Hearn.
Same.
I'm really on Vernon.
I always
really
tell
on San
people.
Pedro. I'm really in these
Same.
So like if I do and say some shit,
you gotta stand by
just
it.
for the internet.
You gotta stand
what
on
about
it.
these niggas that's not on the internet? And if I
Same.
run into them that thinking
Same.
this shit's real.
Same.
So that's why it's
Same.
hard for me to do
Same.
what someone wanted me to do.
That's
because
real.
at the end of the day, it's still real niggas out here that might take this internet shit serious.
Or personal or whatever,
personal.
or that's
So it's
real.
just like,
Even as comedian, because you know I didn't even know I'm an OG in the comedy game. Too.
10 years is hard.
I guess I don't look at because in comedy when I got into it, OGs told me, well, you start finding yourself at 10 years,
100%.
20 years you're gonna be in your bag, and typically that's how I go. But for me, I'm like, well, I'm gonna try to cut that in half because I know I'm always gonna get to work. Right. So now I look up and I'm 10 years in, I don't look at myself. I still look at myself. But
bro, when I told you I am a real comic fan,
so yeah,
I follow all of them. I follow Earthquake.
Those are OG.
You know what I'm saying? I love
the Deion Coles,
Jamie Foxx.
It's so many. The underground ones. It's a lot of us out here.
Even the guys that are huge right now that I've been following, like the Bill Burrs and like these are guys.
It's a process.
Who always, and they all have the same thing they say. It takes you to be an open mic comic for at least 10 years before you can take your comedy serious. If you can make it 10 years, then you can be a comic as a career. But if you don't put that 10 years in, we
at minimum. But that, and I used to this before I did, I'm saying my spiel with that, and I want to give out. I gotta do one more thing. I want to give out the shout out for our event.
I want you to keep going.
But one of the things I used to think too, because like as a new comedian, right? Because I was so connected and I was just so arrogant and so cocky because I've been killing. I didn't know comedy was a thing. I was in survival mode my whole life. I'm 25, just getting over playing basketball. Like, all right, basketball is not it. What's next? Nigga, comedy has been it. God been telling you your whole.
You been a funny nigga your
whole life. So
He
then,
gave it to you.
then within me making that decision, I was on stage in a week because I was in this. I literally went to the Clipper game. Back when, because one of my good friends is Eric Bledsoe. Shout out to Eric Bledsoe. He's overseas right now. So I got a lot of friends just by being a real dude.
Eric got game.
Yeah, got game. It was funny. Like I tell you, call my Eric Bledsoe story. I connected Eric Bledsoe and Russell Westbrook. I connected them, and it was funny because Russell.
Before they played together on the Clippers.
Way before that.
Okay.
This is like. I'm 30.
They didn't even play together on the same Clippers.
They didn't. They never played.
Yeah, he was still in Oklahoma.
Yeah, he was still.
I'm tripping.
But they were, but like this is because Russell was in the league. I think Russell got drafted like 2008. He did because that's when I was still working with Spot Up. So he got drafted 2008.
Number 3.
Because and then Eric went into the league in 2010 or 2011. I can't remember what year Eric Bledsoe went in, but whatever, one of them years. And so Russell already was in the league for a couple of years, already experienced, like, first getting in the league, how you go to the club, nobody know you, and then the next thing, everybody, you're the man, and us being in the city, I'm from the city, already being known who I know. So when Eric came here from the Clippers, we met, and me being a real dude, we went to eat, he crying, laughing at all my jokes, like, bro, you hilarious, I didn't pull up to the crib. I'm like, all right, bro, I'll pull up. We ended up becoming best friends, like all that. And from there, I ended up moving in. I lived in Marina with Eric. His whole career was in with the Clippers, like the whole time. So, and as I was living with Eric, I'm meeting everybody else. This is why I was telling you I was so arrogant. This is way before I got into comedy. I couldn't help it. That's why I be trying to tell. I'm literally driving Eric Benz. I'm driving his Range Rover. I'm picking his family up. I'm having all his family, all the Clipper people laughing.
But not only that. You getting that NBA leftovers.
Yeah, I'm getting some nice.
You getting that NBA leftovers.
I had a nice career.
Come on, man.
I had a nice.
You getting that leftovers.
Oh boy, this by being in the room and then don't let you have a personality and can connect two lines together.
Don't let you be able to make them laugh.
Listen, you see why I got into comedy. This is why I got into comedy, for the money and girls. That's why God had to humble me and I had to find the love. Now I'm really just love what I do. But being able to be in that environment, and one of the things I was able to help Eric with, what I was telling the story was, I was able to already saw what was about to come with Eric. And so I was able to help him. That was what I did as his friend. I'm like, bro, when he was down or he had bad games, I used to tell him what Russell did. Because he looked up to Russell to a certain degree. Because Russell was, so I'm like, yo, bro, don't be down, bro. Because we used to go to the club and sometimes nobody would know where Eric was. We wouldn't get in. And we had to be at a table. Nobody would be talking to us. I had to go get some girls. I'm like, bro, don't worry. I'm like, bro, in 3 years, you're going to be the star of the Clippers. You're going to be doing this. Sometimes you got people don't understand how important your circle is with feeding life into you. It ain't always about money. It ain't always about stuff. Sometimes you got to give somebody a vision, even when they millionaires. I give millionaires visions, bro.
I'm glad you said that.
I give millionaires visions,
that's one of the
bro.
realest things
Real
you said
shit,
today.
and I'm humble with it.
Don't understand how important your circle is.
Man. And I'm telling a millionaire who's down about himself, who got everything, and I'm sleeping in his guest room and ain't got no money, how he gonna be okay? Because I wasn't worried about me. I was worried about my friend and him succeeding and him being a better player. So down the road, he can help more people. And when you like that, you're going to get what come your way.
You know how many rich niggas out in that
whoever need help in the league right now getting their mind right, when I'm trying to say, hit me. I'm playing.
No, but you know how many rich people that came to me talking about depression and me had to
money
sit
ain't
them down
everything.
And let them know it's not about,
man.
Because
it ain't
JC
everything.
said it the best. Fame is the worst.
It's the worst, bro.
It's the worst.
It really is, though.
Because if you look at someone, let me give you an example.
Go ahead. I want to hear this. Let's start.
Think about Britney Spears. Okay. You know Britney from her time. Not personally.
Not personally. I don't want a person to know Britney.
Remember, Britney was the female Mike at the time.
Yeah,
there
for
was
sure.
No one bigger than her.
For sure.
Do you know Britney Spears can walk into an arena and people would ignore her?
That's wild.
Tell me how depressing that could be when you are the biggest celebrity in the world.
Yeah.
But now you can walk into a restaurant and no one will speak to you.
That's wild.
Can you imagine that?
That's wild.
On your mental. So when Jay-Z says, Fame is the worst drug. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And that's what he meant by that.
That's where I could be honest. I went through a phase like when I was, because so many people when I first came into the game was like just wanted to be suck up to me and like be my friend or be close to me or act like they show love, could be close to Russ. And I didn't know, and I used to be like arrogant and like until recently in these last couple of years I ain't been by Russ. I'm like, oh, that's who was really there. That's why I've been blessed to see it. To be like, dang, it's too. I can see that how people treat people it's a
different treatment.
It's a different
for
treatment.
people
It's a
who's in the
different.
spotlight.
It definitely is, but it humbles you too. Though that's why, at least with my job, I always take everything halfway full than empty because I'd say, God, thank you for showing me that. So now when I go through my second run and go into the next phase, I won't miss up on these big blessings when I start getting these sponsors for myself, and which is what I really want. Shout out to my new sponsors that I do have. Appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't, please check out Fresh and Meaty Burgers in Carson, black owned. They got 2 locations. They got one off Florence. And hey, listen, if y'all ain't been there, you may wait a while, but them burgers is kicking.
And if you don't want a burger, please try the turkey tacos.
They got fish too that be kicking. We live over there. We live in that area, so you know, bro.
Where was I at 2 days ago?
You know, we really.
You said why?
We know.
Nigga, I got him saying on my phone. Like, I live around the corner. We live around the corner from that motherfucker.
So it's like it goes up. It's a real, but they got a new spot in Carson. Try it out. Stop by, man. We also doing shows there too. So tap into our shows. We got dope new shows that we doing. I'm producing a show there with some dope comedians. Dope man. My boy Stevie J, which is from the city, on the show. I got you know my boy. He hilarious, man. I got my boy Stevie J on the show. I got my mom Jamario. He all through the city on the show. Jamario on the show. I got so many dope people. I don't want to just miss nobody out, but please check that out. But I also wanted to tell you about this special event we about to be doing too, because you know my boy back there, Steph. So we he from Tulsa.
Go ahead, Tulsa.
So we bringing them out to the West. So we bringing out the king of Tulsa to the West. We gonna have a showcase with them, let them kill on the 29th BET weekend. Tickets actually gonna go on sale next weekend. We just got the flyer. We literally just telling y'all right now for the first time, but it's about to be crazy. It's gonna be in Carson though, at Fresh and Meaty.
And we're gonna call it the King of Tulsa.
The king of Tulsa come West. And he gonna headline the show, and then we got some dope artists in LA that's gonna come and be on the show, and then he got some people already. I'm gonna host it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this.
I would love to. Why not to be in the building?
1,000% be there. If we have to buy a table or just set up a table, but we're gonna
whatever the case, y'all gonna be there. We'll love that.
You guys, we're gonna be there with our cameras going and anything
love.
you guys need, just call us. Cause
support, love, y'all being there, y'all audience that want to come live, have a good time, pull up. We also making it. I was gonna charge, I'm a hustler, bro. I'm about my money, right? But you know how Steph, Steph. He from Tulsa.
He don't need it all.
He a good dude. He a good dude. So he like, Juice, nah, man. I just want the city to come out, Juice. I want all your people to come out. Let everybody know it's just all for love. I just want them to see how dope I am and how dope the people I rock with are and how dope the local artists are. Make it for free and just a celebration with drinks and food. I said, bet. So it's a free event. All you gotta do is RSVP, pull up. If you want to buy a table, you want the VIP treatment, you pay that extra, we gonna give it to you. But you don't have to.
How about this? You niggas that walk in this event and get all the free amenities, you want a chair to sit down, nigga, we charging. We got fold-out chairs out there. You want to sit down, nigga, it's gonna cost you $5 to sit down.
I'm charging. They don't use the bathroom for toilet paper. We charging.
That's hustlers. You gotta get something.
No. What you think the bar coming? They gonna have to drink when they come there, right? Come on, bro. We ain't just setting up for free. They gotta eat, right? I'm gonna have that heater on so damn high they better buy.
Nigga, hey.
Where the water? Where's the Why Not water?
It's gonna be 133 degrees in there.
I'm gonna need Why Not water to come set up. They gonna be so damn hot when Simon hit that damn stage.
Bro, well, Juice, man, this has been lovely. I can't wait for us to do some business together. You, me, Steph.
We doing it.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. And this has been Bro Rogan, the Why Not
I'm about to smoke this soon as we get off here.
Follow us on Instagram at Why Not Pod. If you're interested again in being a guest on the show, DM us.
They give y'all
_ Why Not Pod. This is me, Bro Rogan, Why Not, and we're out.
How you do your work so well.
Peace.